Hi everyone. In this video, we're gonna go over Z indexer, how that works in a Mitsubishi PLC, and how you can use it to your advantage when you're trying to move data from different pointers into one place. There are uh, there are different ways of utilizing Z indexers. I've used them in multiple different scenarios. I'll show you the one which I really like is uh, like if a robot's picking apart from position 1, 2, or 3, or 4, rather than having 4 different moves, you can do it all in one command. So we'll do some PLC logic first before we do the HMI, so you guys can see how the data gets moved when it all works out. So first thing, we're gonna add a title for this and call it data move. Okay. And what we're gonna do is SM400. We need to find some D registers. If D300 is empty, we're going to use that. Okay, so move D300 to Z0. Now Z is an indexer. You specify Z in the file memory if you want to add more Z's. Usually it has like 18 or 20 Z's to begin with. Now what we'll do is we'll have one bit. We'll call this D as a robot pick register. Okay. And then down here what we're going to do is we'll make a dummy bit called, let's go find a spare bit with M300 available. Yep, robot pick complete. So when M300 is on, I want to move. We'll do a block move so you guys can see better, but we'll do block move D310 Z0 into D400 and K10. So what this is going to do is it's going to move data from D310 for a length of 10 into D400. So we'll go and put some comments in there so you guys can see it. I'll call it like barcode, and barcode's going to take nest 1 barcode, and then we'll call this nest 1 part status. Okay, and then this would be nest 2. So I don't want to do all these, so we're just going to do 2. Okay, we'll do a couple more so you guys can see what I'm trying to get to, but we'll do 3 of them, and that would give you guys an idea of how it works. Okay, now see we have nest 1, and we can say robot ripper part info. Okay, and we'll make this as a rising edge so it doesn't happen all the time, only when it turns on, and then we reset M300 once it's done. Okay, so that's done. Robot can pick from position 0, 1, or 2, and we'll go to the HMI. We'll create a couple of registers to put some numbers in there so you guys can see what's happening. So the first one would be D300, we'll do 300, and this would be a actually 310. My bad. 4 digits, and this would be D320, and this would be D330. And we'll add some numerical stuff to the same thing. And these are actually inputs, so I gotta change them to inputs. Okay. And this would be 315. Inputs 315. Okay. 325 and 335. Okay. Now we need one more register, which this one would be robot pick register, which is D300 in our case. And we'll change this on the screen, and we'll add a push button for moving the data, which would be M300. And I want to rename this, so this would be robot pick complete. And we're going to add a small text, so this is nest 1. Then we would have nest 2. And we would have nest 3. Okay. And then we want to show what's in the robot gripper down here. Okay. Gripper. And these two would be 400. Okay. I think we're done with all our stuff now. I'm going to start the simulator and we'll play with it, so you guys can see how the Z number works. Okay, right now all these are 0. I'm going to name this EST, enter, and we'll put that as 1. Then we'll do the same thing, nest, and we'll put that here too. The same thing here, and put 3. Actually, we'll make this one as well. One. Nope. Sorry. Delete. And I want to add 2. Let me turn the volume down. Okay. Yep. Nest 2, and this would be nest 3. And ES 3. Okay, now we have all 3 different ones. So right now, if I press this, I would get this data in the robot gripper. Like I said, this did not get transferred, so we're gonna go see why we didn't do the transfer. So D300, D310 to D400. So it should have transferred. I'm not sure why we don't have it here. Oh, my bad. This should be 405. Okay, I had it wrong, so we're gonna go update the simulator real quick, and that should fix the problem. All right, there you go. Now, if I put in a number 2 or number 1 in our case, and click on it, it did not transfer the right stuff. So actually, yeah, one thing I missed. Since we are 10 off in the register indexer, I'll have to multiply it by 10 and then put it in Z0. So this won't be a straight move. This would be more of a multiplication. Multiply D300 into K10 and then put it to Z0. And we're going to click on it again. So there you go. Now we have nest 2, If I put a number 2 here, now I have nest 3. So that's how you can have 2 lines of code to move data from different registers. This could be any one, like if you have 20 nests, the robot's going to address. If you keep track of the number you're giving to the robot and just do a block move, you can move it like this, rather than having 20 rungs trying to do the same thing. So that's just one way of using z-indexers. There are multiple ways. If I put back a 0, it should put nest 1 in here. So, all right, that's it for the z-indexers on this class. Thank you guys.